I challenge any mortal man to battle with me. 'Twas long ago I sealed my fate and sold my soul, the devil's my mate. So hear me well, I proudly tell, I'm king upon the sea. Aye, lads, the devil himself would be after ye if I summoned him. He hasn't failed me yet since we made our bargain.
Captain, we're approaching your favorite anchorage right off the port of Ocracoke, sir.
Careful, mate! There's a sandbar dead ahead. Run my ship aground on Hog Shoal, and you'll be wishing that you never were born!
Captain, I'll take a port a bit if you say so, sir.
To port, fool! Or we'll be keeping company with sharks for the next 6 hours!
Aye, aye, Captain. But you know, it's Euphemia's girls I'd rather be seeing tonight.
Aye. For weeks now, my mind's eye has been on Euphemia and her pretty lassies. One of my first wives was a Carolina beauty. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Land ho! Drop anchor, Ocracoke, sir.
And where else will we be, you little loggerhead? All hands on deck! Now, lads, I have a few orders for ye before we go ashore. William here will be keeping a sharp lookout while we're in Ocracoke. Stay close by Euphemia's boarding house there on the harbor. And I don't want to hear of looting, or any broken mirrors, or anyone getting ideas about jumping ship. For if I do, I'll put that man in shackles and chain him in the hall with the rats to keep him company. Understood? Aye. Now, lads, you know as well as I do that Lieutenant Maynard is somewhere in these waters, just aching to see the glint of our cutlasses and catch the scent of blood in the air. Ah, but whose blood will it be, you blackguard?
There.
So we may need to get under sail in a wink. If you hear the bell, no excuses, no long goodbyes, just hoist anchor and make straight for the ship. Now every man for himself, and save a young one for me. I've traveled far and traveled wide across the stormy sea. I've never met another bloke who's traveled much as me. And when my traveling days are through, no truer words were spoke. I'll hoist my sails and set my ship back here to Ocracoke.
Avast, avast, the captain is our man. Avast, we are his hearty men. And to him we'll raise our tankards high and take another swing. But if we could get our hands on him, we'd throw him in the brig.
I am the captain of my ship and all that I survey. If any man should cross me for his crimes, he'll surely pay. When I retire, my meanness and bad deeds are quick revoked. I'll hoist my sails and set my ship back here to Ocracoke.
Avast, the captain he's our man. Avast, we are his hearty men. And to him we'll raise our tankards high and take another swing. But if we could get our hands on him, we'd throw him in the brig. I've traveled far and traveled wide across the stormy sea. I've never met another bloke who's traveled much as me. And when my traveling days are through, no truer words were spoke. I'll hoist my sails and set my ship back here to Ocracoke. Avast, the captain he's our man. Avast, we are his hearty men. And to him we'll raise our tankards high and take another swing. But if we could get our hands on him, we'd throw him in the brig. Avast!
Heavens, you'll not be going anywhere for a long time yet. Stay aboard and keep a close watch until the sun goes down. And then you can paddle yourself ashore.
I should have known Howard would do that. He's always on my back. What did I ever do to him?
Howard sees you as Blackbeard's golden boy.
He know the captain favor ye lot, and he don't sit well with him.
Someday he'll be sorry he treated me like a slave. I just have a mind to... Ezekiel, would you see what's pulling alongside?
Would you look at that? What a welcoming party, and all decked out in their Sunday best, too.
Look at the one in white.
I lad, no need to jump overboard. We just have to go tell the captain this might be wife number 15 off the arrival.
Oh, I'd hate to see this lass hooked up with the captain.
Boy, this one's not from Euphemia's place. She's a real lady, boy.
Euphemia's? What's that anyway?
Well, it's a place of entertainment, most would say.
That it is. Richard, my boy, you've got work to do tonight. But you've got a treat in store at Euphemia's. There's a place I know that I like to go. Euphemia's. It's a swinging dive, makes you feel alive. Euphemia's.
Western whiskey we had there.
Rum and whiskey and ale.
I sure could use a nip and companionship. Dare we hope for females?
There is great good cheer in the atmosphere. Euphemia's. So I'll loose you to introduce you to Euphemia's. You can plainly see it's no mystery. If I come up missing, you know where I'll be. 'Cause I know that lady and her company. Oh yeah, Euphemia's.
Honestly, Oliver, this is the most disgusting experience. Having to accompany you here to this filthy shit. Why can't you carry out your duties by yourself instead of dragging the entire family along with you?
Victoria, please. You know how delicate the political situation is right now. I just thought a nice social call might be in order. You know what I mean. Perhaps we could have a little private chat. It might even be wise to offer some special attention and protection to our guests. After all, they are friends of the governor's. Then perhaps the village coffers and my own pockets might ring with gold. There might even be a better position in it for me, and you know how concerned you are with your station in life.
Well, let's not get into that. Just find that Bluebeard fellow and get your ridiculous social call over with.
Blackbeard, dear! His name is Blackbeard! Please, let me do the talking.
Catherine, Elizabeth, do watch where you sit. Keep your nice skirts away from this filthy raven.
Mother! Please?
Oliver, I'm going to faint. My smelling salts.
Sailor, I would like to speak to Captain Blackbeard, please.
He's been summoned, sir, and will be here presently.
Most grateful.
Captain Edward Teach, better known as Blackbeard, welcomes you, sir.
Farthingham. Oliver Farthingham's the name, sir. I'm the watchman of the town of Ocracoke. And may I present my wife, Victoria?
It's a pleasure, madam.
And our daughters, Elizabeth and Catherine.
It's a pleasure, ladies. It's been a long time since such fair flowers graced my ship. Why, Catherine, you're not afraid of me, are you? You know, when I was a little boy, I had a little sister who looked just like you.
You did? Did she like blue? That's my favorite color.
Why, I believe she did, now that you mention it. I'd forgotten that. Sir, state your business here.
Certainly, sir. Ocracoke is a quiet village, and I do my best to keep it safe and peaceful for its inhabitants. Now I understand how necessary it is for your crew to spend some time ashore, and I'm quite willing to overlook some carousing and law-breaking which might occur. After all, a friend of the governor's is a friend of mine.
The Women's Society disapproves of all the goings-on in town when a ship like yours comes in.
Victoria, please. A little revelry can be a fine thing, eh, Captain? However, in keeping the situation under control to the satisfaction of all of our citizens may require extra duty on my part. I may have to hire a few extra men.
You are a shrewd man, Mr. Farthingham. You're quite right. Compensation needs to be had. Might we discuss this further in my cabin?
Certainly, sir.
Ladies, will you join us?
Of course. Come along, Catherine, Elizabeth.
Mama, I'd really like to stay out here in the fresh air. The breeze is wonderful.
Absolutely not.
Now, Miss
I
Farthingham.
wouldn't dream of leaving you here unchaperoned.
I can assure you that your daughter is perfectly safe with my man Evans to guard her. Might I interest you in a glass of my personal sherry? I believe you will find it most agreeable.
Sherry, you say?
What a lovely big ship this is.
She can carry her fair share of treasure, Miss Farthingham.
Oh, please, call me Elizabeth. Just imagine, here I am, standing on the deck of a real pirate ship. Is it true that there are women pirates?
There's Anne Bonny and Mary Read.
I wonder if you'd like to sail on a pirate ship. I couldn't wear any fancy petticoats or ruffles, now could I?
Well, that's hardly what Anne Bonny wears. I've never met her myself, but our cook, Ezekiel Jones, met her once off Jamaica. She wears shirt and breeches and can handle a sword as well as any man.
It sounds so exciting.
Oh, it has its moments, but let's not over-romanticize things. Life on a ship is tough. You have to go according to Blackbeard's orders. Otherwise, you're as good as hung. That's the way it has to be.
Oh, have you been in many battles?
I've seen my fair share. Did you ever hear of the Scarborough?
No. Is it this ship?
It was a 30-gun British man-of-war. Ran into us off of Barbados. Oh, what a bloody mistake.
Did you get hurt?
There was one time where I almost got cornered. We had attacked a Spanish merchant ship, and I got caught against the rail. 2 men were bearing down on me. As I drew my pistol to shoot one of them, the other raised his sword. Suddenly I heard a scream. The man crumpled at the deck. I heard Blackbeard laughing. "The devil can't have you yet, Evans," he roared.
Sometime maybe you won't be so lucky.
That's just something we all live with. I've got my fair share of treasure, so it's worth the risk.
Is it? When'd you first go out to sea?
I stood aboard a merchant ship out of Bristol when I was 12 years old. After many ships, many ports, I took up with Blackbeard.
Are you going ashore with the rest of the crew?
As soon as I can. I love the sea, it's my home, but I do miss the feeling of earth beneath my feet.
What different lives we've had. My mother taught me all a nice young lady I'll do my best to get there, but it will be late though. I'll have to wait to slip out of the house after Mama's gone to bed.
Elizabeth! Elizabeth!
Ah, my dear, what a lovely blush in your cheeks. I believe the sea air has been good for you. Mr. Farthingham, is everything in order now?
In order, sir. It's a pleasure doing business with you, Captain Teach.
Evans, show our visitors to their lodge.
Yes, sir.
Oh, how much gold did he give you?
Victoria, this is men's business. Don't concern yourself.
Well, you can call it compensation, good faith money, whatever you want. But I say it's a bribe.
Victoria, it is good for Ocracoke and it's good for me. Don't you know how politics works?
Evans! Oh, Evans!
He'll be right back. He's helping some folks into their skiff.
Mighty pretty lady that one was. Boy, these village girls sure are something. I've been here before and I ought to know. One time, I had me a cute little girl here in this port. I don't know if she's still waiting for me, but I sure hope so. When I was away down south, I met a pretty girl with eyes of blue and dimples too, and lovely golden curls. I loved her well, my southern belle. She's all the world to me. She's a little beauty, she's my Ocracoke cutie that I met when I went to sea. Well, I've been around the whole world and back, from Italy and to Spain, about those European girls.
all the world to me. She's a little beauty, she's my Ocracoke cutie that I met when I went to sea. Yes, sir. That I met when I went to sea.
I've never known it to fail, Howard. A little gold always calms troubled waters. Well, I'll wager that my men can do whatever they want on Ocracoke, and not even the Lady Society will speak a word against us. Ha! Men are so self-centered and greedy.
Aye, but do you honestly believe that, Captain?
Why, man, how can you doubt it? It's human nature, the survival instinct.
You don't think that even one time in a man's life he's gonna put another's needs in front of his own?
Not that I can see. Believe me, I've been around, and I've had my share of misfortune. And I've never yet found someone who honestly cared about me or my welfare. And now that I'm in command of things, I'm giving others their share of problems.
You know, Captain, sometimes I fear you seem a little kinder than the fierce pirate you usually are.
Is that so? Then I guess I'll have to be more careful. I must make it a point to maintain a strong hold over my men and victims at all times. Oh, misanthrope is what the public calls me. They don't know the tragic story of my life. I'm an unloved, oft-deserted man, a loner. I can't even keep a woman as my wife. I count 14 women in my current record. They don't really like me, just my gold and jewels. They are greedy, self-indulgent, ugly creatures who live life by egocentric sets of rules. So I've learned the game of life, and it's a hard one. You don't give a bit, just take all that you can. I'm the champion of me, no one else is going to be. I'm a mean and selfish, dominating man. Now, with half a chance, I think I might reform me. I could renovate my life and start anew. I'd abandon this career of pirateering and the thoughts about my fellow man review. I could start to do some nicer things for people. No more terrorizing raids, I've had my fill. I might give a chest of gold to needy children. I'll try hard to change my ways, I really will. I might find myself a decent little woman. Oh, just the two of us, oh, wouldn't that be grand? I could even picture me with a baby on my knee in a little cottage in my native land. No, that would never work. What man or woman would ever trust a reformed pirate? No, the name Blackbeard will always command fear. And since that's the way it is, I might as well live up to my name. Just wait until Lieutenant Maynard meets me in combat. Then the world will shout forth the story of my fearsome power and mighty strength, while it whispers of his cowardice and defeat. Let no man forget the pirate, Blackbeard, terror of the seas!
just saying he fell a pig.
Oh no, not him. I'd be scared to even go near him.
Why are we even wasting our time talking about Blackbeard? Does any of us really want to be wife number 15? Besides, I don't want to spend my day chained to a bedpost. I hear that's what he did to one of his brides. Since when are you such an authority on Blackbeard?
Come on, Susanna. Let's go take a peek at these gorgeous men.
Aw, now Rachel, you know we're supposed to be in here straightening up the parlor for Miss Euphemia while Mrs. O'Neill's feeding the crew.
Come on. One little peek won't matter. He's gone. Oh, Miss Euphemia. We just couldn't help ourselves.
Really, Abby, I thought I could count on you to make sure this place got tidied up before we entertain our guests tonight. And here you all are, chattering away without a speck of work done that I can see.
I'm sorry, Miss Euphemia, we just got carried away, I guess.
What's the name of the sailor with the blue scarf?
William, I believe. Goodness, Rachel, what is that perfume you're wearing?
It's my mother's best from Paris. Do you like it?
It's not too subtle. But nice. Why, Susanna, that dress is lovely on you.
Thank you, Miss Euphemia. Is Captain Blackbeard out there? Can you tell?
I'm sure he is, though I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, I hope he is. I'm curious to see what he really looks like.
Yes, I guess you all are. But girls, remember, these men are pirates. Ruthless pirates. And while we do want to show them decent hospitality, be sure to keep your wits about you. I do want Euphemia's boarding house to be known for its friendly atmosphere.
I think I hear them coming. How's my hair look?
Oh, lovely, dear. I like your new style. Good evening, boys, and welcome to Euphemia's boarding house. I trust Miss O'Neill fed you well?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Well, come right on in and sit down. I'm sure you'll find that an easy task with these young ladies to help you. They are always friendly and accommodating, as you will discover. Girls? Oh, Mr. Farthingham, do come in. Mr. Farthingham is the watchman of our little community, and he does take such an interest in my establishment here.
Well, don't let me interrupt anything, ladies. Go right ahead with your talk. Perhaps I should come back at another time.
Oh, nonsense, Mr. Farthingham. Come right on in and sit down. Is there something on your mind?
Well, not exactly. I just thought I'd drop by and make sure the situation was under control. Go right ahead with your work, ladies.
Things are just fine here, Mr. Farthingham. The boys just came in from the dining room where Miss O'Neill fed them a good home-cooked meal. And now we're all settling down for an evening of fun and relaxation. Would you care to join us?
No, thank you, Miss Euphemia. I have many places to check on before the night is through. But you make sure to send for me should any problems arise.
Can't imagine what sort of problems we'd have with these nice young men. I personally keep a sharp lookout at the situation. Does my place ever cause you much trouble?
Now, Miss Euphemia, please don't take offense. I'm merely trying to anticipate trouble before it starts. After all, this is Blackbeard's crew, and they're rather stirred up right now. Well, with the British Navy on their heels, I thought it good to be extra vigilant.
Well, aren't you very wise, Mr. Farthingham?
Now, if you need any money for extra food or ale or to replace broken dishes or tankards, you just let me know. I had a most profitable talk with Captain Blackbeard this very afternoon in his very own cabin, and drinking his very own sherry. And most agreeable chap.
Is that so?
Well, I best be on my way.
Oh, Mr. Farthingham, you don't have to go just yet, do you? Stay a bit and have a drink with me.
No, my wife expects me home at any minute, and I dare not be late. She's most opinionated about being prompt, going to bed early, rising early. Opinionated about most things, I suppose you could say.
Hey, mister, do you manage your wife or does she manage you?
Well, I never really gave it much thought. We get along well enough as long as she has her way.
Man, you gotta learn a few things about the fair sex.
Oh, I do?
Oh, yeah.
Well, like what? Like how?
Hey! Women are like shoes. You love them when they're brand new, but you go through many a pair before you die.
No. Yes. Miss Farthingham would never approve of that line of thinking. Never.
Girl, let's show Mr. Farthingham what real women are like.
My
save a kiss for me, I'll love you true a day or two. If you save a kiss for me,
Straighten yourself up and take me home before I faint in this dreadful place. My smelling salts? Please?
Certainly, dear. Let's go at once.
Oh, Mr. Farthingham, it's been delightful. Do come again. And you too, honey, anytime.
Miss Euphemia, we're going to take a little walk in the moonlight.
Aha! Marjorie, me dear, where have you been?
Well, there's always so much cleaning up to do. Now, the cooking, I don't mind. But the putting things away, that's what wears me out.
My dear, your gourmet offerings was a treat for this weary body. And yourself, a feast for these roving eyes. You still look fresh and lovely.
Oh, aren't you the flatterer now? I'll admit, I'm pretty tired. But if some nice young man were to ask me to go dancing, I'd be out till dawn.
Dancing's not my specialty. Although I could show you a thing or two in cooking. And oh, how I'd like to get me hands on your recipes.
Let's go to the kitchen.
Oh no, I do my best work in my own gallery. So just fetch your recipes and come along with me back to the ship.
Oh, I don't think I should.
You know I have a recipe for baked in butter quail. And a scrumptious roast of pheasant, I swear will never fail. Plus a hot cross bun, you'll find it were the best you ever ate. So just follow me aboard, I'll show you how I operate.
Oh, it sounds delicious, sir, but I'm a maid of modesty. And I really do not think that I should go aboard with ye. Yet to see you work would be a parallel experience. So I might be coaxed, although it goes against my common sense.
I know French cuisine, I'll whip you up a magnifique souffle. Plus some coffee pastries, they're so sweet, they'll take your breath away. A tremendous roast with truffles, there won't be a cordon bleu. So if you will come aboard with me, I'll show what I can do.
Oh, mercy, sir, it sounds so good, I scarcely can resist. In the interest and pursuit of food, no danger could exist. Still, I feel perhaps I'll refuse and tarry here ashore. But you sound accomplished, please, dear sir, tell me a little more.
All my culinary triumphs are me greatest pride and joy. I spent hours contemplating them, the sharpest wits employ. I'm industrious, ingenious, and me duties never shun. So if you will come aboard with me, I'll show you how I work.
baby.
Are you going to see that pirate?
Catherine, why did you ask so many questions?
No one told me anything, so I had to find out for myself. Elizabeth, are you in love with him?
How could I be? I just met him today.
How can you tell when you're in love?
When you get old enough, you'll be able to tell. It's hard to explain in words, Catherine. You just have to be in love to understand the feeling.
Mama says it's good to fall in love with someone who's either rich or important or both.
I don't think Mama really understands about love.
But anyway, Elizabeth, you shouldn't like a pirate. Mama says they're bad and dirty too.
You hear too much of what Mama says. You're right, though. Pirates can be awfully wicked. But Richard, he seems different somehow.
How do you know his name?
He told me. He whispered into my ears. He helped me onto the boat.
Elizabeth, I still don't understand how you know you're in love.
Elizabeth Farthingham? I can't believe my eyes.
Elizabeth, I knew you'd come.
Hello, Richard. I'm sorry I couldn't get here earlier. Mom was quite upset tonight, and then because of her frayed nerves, she had 3 brandies after dinner instead of her usual 2.
I'm just glad you're here now.
This place doesn't seem so bad, does it? You know, I've never been in here before. Mama would faint if she suspected I came here too. Me too.
It seems so nice. It's so comfortable to be in a house again. I know earlier today I said that I was satisfied with the pirate's life. I'm not so sure. But there's got to be something more than that wandering, uncertain existence.
Isn't it strange? My life is plain and predictable. Dreadfully boring, actually. Quite the opposite of yours. Yet, I feel an uneasiness too. Surely there's more to life than I found so far.
I know what you mean. I feel like you're helping me to see what I've been missing.
Yesterday, I didn't know what it meant to want someone's arms around me.
Yesterday, all I wanted was more gold and a port to spend it. Elizabeth, won't you stay a little bit while longer yet?
Of course, maybe even a lifetime.
Oh.
Euphemia, what a lovely sight for these sea-weary eyes.
Captain, welcome back. Will you be staying in town long?
Not as long as we'd like, I assure you.
Well, let's not waste any time.
I'm afraid Lieutenant Maynard may be coming up on us soon.
My little arrangement with Governor Eden is working quite well lately, and I don't like people interfering with my business ventures.
From what I hear, he's no match for you.
When he feels my cutlass sliding between his ribs, he'll be sorry he ever trespassed in Carolina water.
What's said, sir? The bloody rogue will regret his indiscretions.
I can see you boys need to get your minds on other matters. Let me fetch us some rum.
Quite a woman, isn't she?
You haven't seen anything yet.
Captain! Lieutenant Van has been sighted off Point of Beach.
This is it, men! Follow me!
Bad they had to rush off. The evening's still young.
Well, honey, was your handsome sailor everything you expected him to be?
Not bad at all.
Mine wasn't so dark, but he sure was mysterious. I never did figure him out.
Listen, girls, you'll never guess who else was keeping company with a sailor tonight. Miss Euphemia?
No, Mrs. O'Neill.
Ooh.
You're telling stories, Ellen.
I am not. I saw her getting into a skit with that fellow in the stripy shirt. I think he's the cook.
Guess we have a lot in common then.
Rum, spice, rum from the... What? Was that the front door I heard a moment ago?
Yes, Mr. Keating. 6 alarm bell rang and all the men ran off to the ship.
Well, I thought it was Marjorie coming back. She left hours ago with that cook from the adventure.
You see, I was right.
Well, I hope you all had a good time while it lasted.
So, it was better.
Mrs. O'Neill. Right?
Yes. You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
Oh, yes, we would. Please tell us.
Well, that cook from the adventure invited me aboard for an evening of trading recipes. It seems he had other things on his mind as well. You know, if that alarm hadn't sounded, I'd still be there. I guess you could say I was saved by the bell. Now the trust of sailor girls, he's worthless as can be. He'll love you and leave you all alone. He's got no morality. He loves you not one bit, despite those tender words he sighs. I
long have you been at sea?
Since before you was born, lad.
When you look back on your life, are you content?
Content enough, aren't you?
I always thought so, but lately I'm not so sure. Sooner or later, my luck is going to run out. Yours too. Then where will we be?
Not in heaven, I'll warrant. Sailing under the flag of the devil himself, as we've been.
It's an empty life upon the lonely sea, wandering wearily from wave to cresting wave. I thought this fine career would make a man out of me. Now I see I'm hardly better than a slave. What a night, what a day, what a chance to slip away. I could join Eliza on the shore and enjoy life once more. I see my lifetime flow quickly past. This opportunity will surely be my last. Do I go? Do I stay? Do I act without delay? I must be master of my life and take Eliza for my wife. I guess love has cleared my vision. I have made a firm decision. I'll do what I please today, for it's my own life. I'll do what I may. Why worry about what the captain will say? But when he finds out, there'll be hell to pay. It's my life, I'll live it my way.
How many hands on board, Howard?
All the men have finally arrived. Jones just got back from taking his main course ashore.
Aye. I heard him singing as he left. I hope he's recovered enough to swing his cutlass in the morning when Maynard arrives. I'm light-handed as it is. Is the ship secure and ready for battle?
Aye, sir. Powder and ball in place, cutlasses sharpened, pistols are loaded, and grenades are at the ready.
Aye. You're a good man, Howard. Take another shot of rum before you go.
Thank you, sir. Is there anything else you need done tonight?
No.
Captain, should you fall tomorrow, what's to become of your treasure? I'm sure one of your wives is aware of its location.
Nobody but myself and the devil knows where it is. And may the longest never take all.
Captain, we caught this man from Gilbert's ship.
Men, I'd like to handle this in private.
Handle it.
Evans, I never expected this from you. To your knees. To your knees. And bow your head as is fitting for a man who should be begging for his life. Now where do you think I'd be if all my men did as they pleased? Jumping ship whenever they felt like it.
You'd be lost.
You're damn right I'd be lost. We'd all be lost. Or swinging from the gallows somewhere. This is the most feared ship of the seas because I set the rule. And the main rule is loyalty. Any other man would lose his head for what you've tried. But I like your spirit, boy, and I need you for the battle. Explain yourself, and I'll overlook this rash move.
I have no explanation that you'd understand.
Don't be smart, boy. You're alive because of my good nature. Don't test it any further.
I had to go to Elizabeth. I love her.
Pirates don't fall in love. There's no need. I've had 14 wives, and I could have had one every time we went ashore if I wanted. When I tell my tales and jingle my gold, I can have any woman I want.
I told you you wouldn't understand. You've never loved anyone, only the sea. Well, I want none of your glory. All your glory is going to get you is your head stuck at the corner of some harbor somewhere.
My head will never hang from any pole on any harbor. William! William! Throw him below. You can pray there for your love.
I've made up my mind.
Damn him! Oh, I could have been a burger or a clerk quite easily, or a royal guard for dear Queen Anne, God bless her majesty. But my yearnings do not lie within the usual bounds you'll see. So I formed a Jolly Roger band. It's the pirate life for me. I'm not a man of fancy life, of crumpets or of tea. I prefer the open spaces where I know I can breathe free. So I left my home and friends behind and all my family to become a daring buccaneer. It's the pirate life for me. Whenever a ship appears in sight, we hail her with glee. Then we hoist our pirate flag aloft, then laugh to watch her flee. Oh, I don't regret my days afloat, I thrive on piracy. For I took the skull and crossbones oath, it's the pirate's life for me.
Sir, Maynard's been sighted, just off the starboard bow.
This is it, men. All hands stand ready. Load the cannons, and when they're in range, we'll blow them out of the water.
Captain, 2 sloops approaching. They're finally eating Jack. There must be at least 50 men on each one.
What, you think I should run?
No,
Never!
The waters?
Hell no! I never run from a fight!
Captain, Evans is below, begging to be released and demanding his sword. Should I finish him off now or bring him up to join the fight?
Bring him up. I knew he'd come around when the battle was near. He's a real fighter, that lad.
Captain, one of the sloops has run aground.
Aye, the devil's luck is with us. Move in and prepare to blast the broadside.
Here he is, sir.
Take off his ropes. I knew you'd come around when the battle was near. You're a real fighter. There's still the pirate in you.
The pirate in me is dead, but if I have to fight with you one last time to earn my freedom, fine. Then my debt is paid. There's nothing that can stop me now, sir.
Aye, you'll fight. But I'm the man standing in your way, not me. If you want your freedom, your woman, and your life, you have to fight me first. And may the devil guide your blade. You need the help. Come on, Richard. You're gonna have to use everything I touch. Get him, Captain. Are you ready for this?
Ready on my life.
fought for what you believed in and you earned your freedom. You know, I do know what you mean about love. I just never had a real chance at it myself. Here. Give this locket to little Catherine for me. It was my sister's long ago. Now get going and tell Elizabeth to save a kiss for me.
Captain, also have broke free of the shawls. Get on at once! On the port, fool! You'll reach us, Captain! You'll reach us!
Follow my orders, you idiot! I know there's a channel there! Damn them for villains! They'll never make it out alive with Blackbeard at their heels! Give us the room! The round boy! Damnation seize my soul if I give them quarter or take any from them! Oh, Maynard, draw nigh! My ship is fleet, revenge is sweet, you craven fool, at last we shall meet. Your fate endure, my victory sure! Prepare now, coward, to die!
Rachel, are you coming? Where is Susanna and Ellen?
They're already down by the beach.
Do you hear all those cannon shots?
That handsome sailor of yours is fighting for his life.
Miss Euphemia, are you coming?
No. Not right now. Elizabeth, you haven't gone home.
Please, don't make me leave, Miss Euphemia.
You aren't worried about that sailor boy, are you? Oh, honey. Best not to fall in love with a sailor. A sailor's first love is adventure. Now, he might stay in port for a while, but soon he'll get the wanderlust and leave you lonely. Miss O'Neill, bless her heart, is right. It is best not to trust a sailor.
No, I don't believe that. Richard promised he'd be back.
So here you are, Elizabeth. Oliver, I knew I'd find her here. I saw her making eyes at that filthy sailor yesterday afternoon. And everyone knows where those types come to drink and carouse. Elizabeth, you must come home this instant. I'll not have you remain in this tainted atmosphere a moment longer.
Mother, let go my arm. I'm not going home with you.
I understand the fascination such places have for an impressionable young girl. And that is precisely why I've always insisted you avoid this part of town.
I said I'm not leaving. Why don't you go home and back to bed?
Elizabeth, you can't speak to your mother that way. It's disrespectful. That's what happens when you associate with the lower classes, especially the women in such a place as this.
Mrs. Farthingham, I'd choose my words more carefully if I were you.
I beg your pardon? What gives you the right to address me in such a manner?
I am proprietor of Euphemia's boarding house, and you remain here only under my consent. If you continue to slander me, I'll have you tossed out on your aristocratic nose.
Mama, I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I just want to stay here a little while longer.
Absolutely not. Come along.
No!
Elizabeth, I order you to come with me this instant.
Mother! That filthy sailor has a name, Richard Evans, and I met him here again last night in this lower class establishment.
Oliver! I think I'm going to faint. Our daughter has gone mad. A common sailor!
Mama, I love him! I don't care if you think he's a proper young man!
Oliver! Are you listening? Your daughter is one step away from disgracing the entire family. How can you just sit there like a dunce? Do something!
Victoria, Elizabeth is old enough to make her own decisions.
Oliver, have you gone mad? My smelling salts.
Don't you dare faint. In fact, if your Richard survives this battle, I'll see to it that he gets a government pardon. There isn't a mainlander alive that doesn't want to line his pockets. You'll have your sailor, honey. I like the boy, and if you love him, that's enough for me.
Oliver!
It's over! Maynard's won! He's defeated Blackbeard!
Uncle Wayhab said it was a slaughter. Maynard's men cut everyone to pieces.
No!
Marjorie, is it true? I'm afraid so. It was a horrible sight.
Are you sure that everyone was killed?
I don't know how anyone could have survived. The water was red with blood.
Elizabeth, come along. There's no reason to stay here any longer.
Eliza!
Richard? Richard! I thought you were dead.
Everything's all right. It's going to be all right.
And why weren't you killed with that evil pirate captain?
Blackbeard's not all bad, man. He gave me my freedom, and he gave this locket.
Ahoy there! Ahoy, where's the best cook in Ocracoke? I need a good strong drink to ease me pain. Oh, and lend me an arm, darling. Please. Good to see you, lad. Oh, me leg, me leg. Marjorie, me pet, I'll love you forever. If you'll fetch us some rum.
Oh, would you look at that? Some bonny little British boy decided he'd be a hero. Oh, the sharks are enjoying him now. Oh, Lieutenant Maynard, when we find him, we're gonna bake him into a pie and feed him to the gulls. He's gone. Hell and damnation, he's gone!
Ah, bless you. You're the prettiest woman I've laid me eyes on. And have laid me eyes on a few.
For once, I believe you.
Tell us what happened, Howard.
Cut him to pieces, cried the captain. There ain't but 4 or 5 of them left. Oh, but lad, they fooled us. The cowards was hiding in the hold. They came pouring out as soon as we boarded. There was 5 of them for one of us, and we could hardly keep our balance. The deck was flowing with blood when suddenly I heard the captain roar. And there he was, pistol strapped across his chest, cutlass waving away up over his head, taking them on from all directions. must have been cut nigh on 20 places, but he battled on. And finally, as he had Maynard cornered, and he swung his cutlass to deal the final blow, some coward shot him in the back. And then Maynard, he took the captain's head, threw his body overboard. It was a sight I'll never forget as long as I live. But alas, boys, we'd best be shoving off.
You can't go anywhere with a wound like that.
Oh, this ain't nothing. I've had worse. Sometime I'll tell you how I escaped Aunt Lonnie down in Jamaica.
Spare me the details.
Oh, Pet, yield, Wanda. Richard, my boy, are you sure you won't change your mind about pirating and head on over with us to battle? There's still 1,000 ships out there waiting for us to lighten their load. Come on, man.
No, Ezekiel, you go. I'm staying on Ocracoke, and that's final.
Oliver, I'm going to faint.
Victoria, shut up!
So you found yourself in Ocracoke Cutie, eh? Congratulations, mate. You're a lucky lad. And Marjorie O'Neill, I'm afraid we'll be taking that big cake another day. Don't you be thinking that you'll be the only one staying. Mark my words. Blackbeard will never leave this island without his head. When the gale winds are howling and shrieking across the sound, listen, and you'll hear the captain's cry. When the waves are crashing and pounding on the shore, and you're scuttling inside to be safe and warm, listen for the captain hammering at your windows. And when the sky is red, keep a close watch for him, roaming the dunes. And when the moon is full, shining bright like the devil's eye, stay away from Teach's Hole. For as sure as I am William Howard, the captain will be there, searching for his head.